I just want you guys to take a minute to imagine what it must have been like to be in the meeting where they were brainstorming this Facebook post, okay? To just be there, trying not to make eye contact, trying not to show your contempt, while a bunch of marketing morons suggest ideas that are progressively more stupid. On your left, someone who definitely posts Baby Yoda memes. On your right, someone who definitely posts Minion memes. You're struggling to pretend to be a good sport about all this when you hear, "Speshy bees!" Before you can even process that one in your mind, the other guy on your right says, "Protey yogs for protein yogurt." Bro, protey yogs. Protey yogs. That phrase just inflicted psychic damage on you. You wince. You try to look down as you wince in pain because you don't want these people to realize that whatever they are, you are not one of them. You have to blend in with these creatures. It's too late to turn back at this point. You need this job. You think back and realize maybe your rich older brother might have been right when he said you should have majored in engineering instead of marketing. You look around for someone who sympathizes with your plight. You look over at the Gen Z intern and he gives you a smirk. This guy gets it, right? Then it gets to be his turn. And he says, "Garly BCs for garlic bread crisps." Oh, you fucking traitor. You fucking social chameleon. You don't talk like that. Every muscle in your body tenses up as you try desperately not to roll your eyes. The energy you're expending to stop your eyes from rolling into the back of your head could be used to deadlift at least 500 pounds right now. You feel like the camera is zooming out on you, like you're now living in third person. This is an out-of-body experience. You are now no longer really here in the room. This is all like a dream. This is like a dream that you're about to wake up from, a nightmare that you're finally about to escape from. But somehow it still keeps going. It still keeps going. These fucking people are so desperate to trick people into thinking that regular people actually talk about their store, that they've started inventing their own slang that not one person in the history of our flat earth has ever talked like. The levels of corniness and cringe can only be compared to what you've always envisioned a Midwestern church event to be like. You know, one of those church functions, like a big party for a bunch of really boring small town people where they serve really awful, like 1950s housewife food. Come to think of it, if this meeting had a flavor, it would taste like one of those white people dishes that is based on Jell-O and mayonnaise. That is exactly what the vibe of this meeting would be. And then Karen, the lady in charge of this, the head of the marketing team, calls on you and says, "Hey, how about you? Do you have any ideas?" You feel like you've just been woken up in the middle of surgery. You scramble for something to pretend like you're actively contributing to this. You've been following the conversation, kind of, but your enthusiasm has been in the negatives. What can you possibly say? You stammer out, Kaza B for carrier bag? There's a brief pause. Karen looks at you and says, "That sounds like something a 4-year-old would come up with." "I love it!" And then everybody cheers. You make it through a few more stupid suggestions, and then you finally escape from this awful meeting. Your cover is still intact for now. These extraterrestrials think you're still one of them. As you walk away, you breathe a sigh of relief, and once you get a little bit of distance between yourself and the battlefield you just escaped from, you mutter to yourself, all these nuts, you stupid fucks." A few years later, you get a job at Wendy's. You're finally safe from this now. This could never happen again. Fuck!